Hey, check, check. What's going on, guys? Here with the GR Mega and the Linnstrument. See, what's up, Mark? Let me know if you can hear me okay, if you don't mind. And I'm gonna play this. Let me know if you can hear me and the GR Mega. Check. Sounds good. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So I'm just doing some first experiments here with the Tasty Chips GR Mega. It is a granular workstation. I was just maybe going to go through some of the presets, mess around with some of the stuff. Just hooked up the Linnstrument to it and trying out MPE with it, which is pretty darn cool. So yeah, I'll just I'm gonna start playing around and seeing what kind of sounds we can get out of this. Appreciate you guys coming by. Hope everyone's doing good today. So this is Bank 1, Sub Bank 1 presets. We're gonna mess with the grains. So you have some controls here when we're in the there's different modes. So you got granular, you got synth granular slice, the sampler slice. There's a tape mode and a phase vocoder. So I'm going to stay in the granular mode for the moment. So in granular, each of these controls here do different things in each mode. I'm still learning here. So I read through the manual last night and part of it this morning. But this thing's pretty deep. It does a lot. So it's going to take a minute to learn it all. But so I'll just hold down. Let me turn the filter down. It's got a nice low pass and high pass filter. Mess with the rate. Grain size. This is the spray. Just kind of like how far out it sprays it. And then you have the D spray, which is like the, I guess the directional, or not direction, it's like how wide it is. See how you can make it all, like the whole sample can be, let's see here. I'm gonna go to a different preset. And you can move this fader to kind of move it around. So I'm slowing the rate down. I'm going to put the grain size really small. So you can get really weird granular stuff. Does really pretty pads as well. It's like you guys hear the instrument okay? So we've got, as I said, different modes. So we're in granular now. Let's see. This is tape. So in tape, you can kind of blend it around, and then got the phase vocoder. You can change the view. In each of the different modes, these controls do different things. So right down here it shows you like amounts and what you're doing here. This is the amplitude threshold. I noticed in the phase vocoder, it seems like if you have this really low is when low. Good sound. Thanks, Two Canucks. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. And this is the smear. It smears it. Get some really trippy sounds. Hey, what's up, Wabbit? Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, this thing's wild. Just kind of getting my head around it. So that's the phase vocoder. Go back to granular. Just switch through some of the samples here. Just the preset samples. I loaded some stuff. They actually give you this really nice little USB drive that they send with it, which was cool. I thought that was a nice little thing they offer. I threw the new firmware on. Let's see here. So I did notice I'm going to be careful on some of these samples. They get really loud and low at points. So I'm trying to watch the level. Oh, let me turn my mic down just a tiny bit. So I want to make sure that I don't blow your guys' ears off, or my own. Yeah, this is a product from Tasty Chips is the name of the company. They did a GR1 Two Canucks a while back, which was like a smaller little granular thing, and they came out with this is their new big flagship, the GR Mega granular workstation. It's a granular sampler synth. It's got 4 engines. There's actually 4 layers you can do. I forget the polyphonies, like 20 voices, I think. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just got it. It was pre-ordered for a long time. You have to order and then wait quite a while to get them. But there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. Get some really crazy so once you set all your levels, there's 4 LFOs that you can sync to like spray, grain, size. So if you notice, let's see if I turn the rate up, it'll start getting all crazy. The phase of the LFO. Yeah, the big fader does completely different things depending on what mode it's in and whatnot. Like if I switch this, right now it just kind of moves, scrolls through the sample when you're in the granular mode. You can move the point. It also does things in settings to do things, but then if I change the mode, go to synth mode slice, you can slice it all up onto different pads, just like a sampler, you know, slicing a sample. And then there's tape, which tape, depending on the sample you're in, let's see, tape can work kind of like, you can almost do like scratching effects. And that's got like, if I play, can mess with. Basically works like a tape. And then the sorry about that. Like I said, sometimes when you switch between things, all right, forgot I had the sequencer running. Sorry, I hope that I didn't blow you guys' ears off there. Hey Synth Fun, how you doing? So the phase vocoder, going to the different view, gives you a cool view. Some really cool things you can do here. Smear it. Kind of neat. Let's go to a different sample. I'm just kind of scrolling through the samples and checking it out, experimenting with the MPE. So far I've just gotten into learning the controls, how to load things and stuff. I'm going to dive into the sequencer a little later. The effects, it's got 2 effects per track, and you've got delay, feed, delay, delay 2, a compressor, a large reverb, a small reverb, and you get 2 effects per thing. So, but let's go to another sample here, and I got to be careful. Like I said, sometimes the levels spike. I was having some issues, like it got some popping on the speakers. I was afraid my speakers were gonna blow earlier. But it gets all kinds of crazy granular. Hey, what's up, Synth Samurai? Monster. It is beautiful, isn't it? So if I hold down, I'm just going to turn on the arpeggiator on the Linnstrument. And then let's just mess with some of the controls and listen to what it does. cool how you can, I love the crossfader. Some wild, wild noises. So it can go from like really pretty to like really crazy. Pretty wild. Well, let's scroll through a couple more of the sound, some more of the sounds. Turn the filter up. Open the filter up a little. So you can see how I like how it shows the levels of the grains and stuff in there. It's really cool to have a visual representation. So if we let's bring them down, you make it really grainy. When we bring them up, you can get it into some really slow it down the rate. Does have a nice look to it, huh? Came with nice wood cheeks on it and stuff. Yeah, it's really good quality. Everything about it is. I really am impressed with the quality of it so far. Still couple little glitches I've noticed, but nothing deal breaking. And they're constantly updating. Like they sometimes drop a new update every week for bug fixes and new features. There's a bunch of features that this thing is super deep. Like I'm gonna dive into it. Like I said, I just got it yesterday, so let's go to bank A, sub bank 2, preset A, preset 1. Some really cool sounds that you can get. You can sample directly into this, or it's got a looper, so you can run synths and stuff into it, and then live loop, do granular stuff to it. Pretty cool. And like I said, the different modes, so each sample you can put it in a different mode. I haven't messed with slicing just yet. It's got synth mode sampler. You can sample, like I said, the tape. And then the phase vocoder, which is really cool. Like the view. The view is a trip when you change the view to... oh, you got to turn. I noticed on the phase vocoder, you need the amp threshold like very low. You can lengthen it. And the smear is cool. And it's cool, it shows you what's going up here in the spectrum. Phase smear. Hey, what's up, George? Thanks for dropping by, man. What else we got going on here? That generational synth wealth. That's right, man. That's right. Yeah, this was something when I saw, I was like, because I've been into Granular for a long time, and hadn't had much that does it. I had the Micro Freak when they got that Granular update was the first time, other than software stuff. I mean, pigments and stuff, I got to mess with Granular. But for hardware, I always thought it would be really cool to have like a Granular with MPE. With the Linnstrument, because I use Linnstrument with pigments, but to have it in hardware obviously is super cool. So this is kind of a little dream setup for me. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, the phase vocoder is pretty wild. Okay, let's just keep checking out sounds here. We'll go back to some really crazy sounds, like percussive, weird things you can use. And I keep thinking it's funny because I'm so used to when I hear sounds like this, like, oh, I want to sample that, put it in my, Octatrack or Digitech or the MPC or something. But then I'm like, oh, this is a sampler with a sequencer, so I don't need to do that. I can literally use all the sounds and sequence it, which I'm going to dive into the sequencer in the next video. I'll make another video. Like I said, this thing's deep. It's got a long manual, over 100-page manual. And I was pouring through that. It does a lot. So got to be real careful of the levels. Trying not to push it over the limit, because this thing quickly will go into clipping territory if you're not careful. Cool. Check out another one. You want one? Yeah, I mean, it's cool. You gotta get on the list, man. The pre-orders are ways out. I think I heard, I don't know how true it is, but I did hear that they are starting to, once they get caught up with all the pre-orders, they'll come out and maybe eventually be able to just buy one. But get on the list. I think you got to put down like a deposit of, I think it's like $500 or $600, and then they have you pay the rest later. It's a beautiful synth, though. Totally unique compared to in hardware. Let's see what this one sounds like in the phase vocoder, this sample. Oh, we got to turn. Sometimes I can't get a sound out of the phase vocoder on some of them. I haven't figured out. It's the settings. You got to do something. This one doesn't want to work in the phase vocoder. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. But go back to the Granular. This one's the singing bowl. I really like this. I'm a huge fan of the singing bowls that, like, at meditation, the Buddhist monks use. I always wanted to get one. Something about it just, like, always Really hits me inside when I hear those. Check out some more sounds, huh? Think for now I'll need to be content with my little lemon drop and Borderlands. Yeah, I don't blame you. Those are cool. I almost grabbed one of those before. That's good way to have Granular, much more affordable. Thing gets real cinematic real fast. But it's fun to just mess with the grains. Get it really small. It's a little ball of it. Just move it around. Pretty wild. Slow down the rate. Oh, and I'm not even messing with these ones down here. You have a pitch down here, so you can pitch it, the sample, and it shows you what note you're in. Like we're in C now, we're go all the way down to up an octave and down a full octave each way. So that's pretty cool. And then you got this one is you can pan it. Which is nice, especially when you get different layers. Then we got the scan. Let's open this wider so we can see what scan is doing here. Scans like how it scans through the sample with the grains, I believe. And then mode, you can change the direction. Let's slow it down so we can see what's going on. So you can have it go backwards, forwards. You can ping pong it. So pretty. Sound of the Buddhist Bull does resonate with me. Always has. I think Hans Volt has the. He's got the GR1, the original one, which I wanted for a while and was planning on getting. Then I saw when they came out with this is the Mega Trusto. What's up, Trusto? Thanks for dropping by, man. This is the Mega. This one supports MPE, which is a huge thing for me. I'm a huge, because Linnstrument I really love the Linnstrument. Let's check out some more sounds. That one's loud. Woo. Let's put a little low pass. volume down on that one. Whew. That one's making me go deaf. Pretty cool. Let's check out this one they call Ruminating Resonance. That's a pretty nice one. I kind of like this one. Some of this stuff reminds me almost of physical modeling, even though it's granular. You can get really wet. There was one I was playing with earlier this morning. It's like sound like somebody slapping meat. Like slapping a piece of wet meat. But then you really get into that cinematic. I'll slide this over a little bit. Couldn't get the whole thing. There's a nice ADSR up here for you got pitch, filter, amp, and auxiliary, which I think is, I haven't looked. I think that's for running something into it. Like I said, you can use this as a looper. Bring things in and then live granulate over it. Let's go back to that one real quick and then try it. There's we'll try it. There's the tape mode, but I kind of like this phase vocoder mode is kind of crazy. You have to find just the right threshold. If you move, sometimes I move the threshold and then I lose the sound. It's kind of, there you go. You got to go really low. And change the length. And then smear it. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Yeah, turn the level down before I switch the meat slappings. Dude, there's some weird noises. You can get like it just sounds like dripping water faucets and yeah, slapping meat and all kinds of like crazy weird sounds. The sound of a Buddhist boy. Let's see here. Might have to get this for tax season, George. Hey man, so far like I'm a fan. I have no regrets. Sounds bliss. It does, man. I really like the way it sounds. And it's crazy how you can take such a beautiful sound and then just... I think my mic's a little too loud. Hang on. It's crazy how you can like take the... I need to turn my headphones. Oh! Whoops. Let's reconfigure that. Damn it. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Let's see here. Okay. Got excited. So you can take a really nice sound and just make them crazy. What's up, Destructo? Sorry about that. I know I need a better little stand here. Balancing this thing at the moment. Let's see. Give me a minute. Now I don't want to sit in place there. Streaming rookie. Anything can happen on live TV. It's live television, folks, so you never know. Mess around with, just check it out, the presets on this thing. It's new, so I'm just learning it, just kind of going through presets and tweaking them at the moment before I start doing my own thing on it. Hang on. It's really cool how you can just jump around and scroll through the sample. It's a crazy sampler. Setting the LFOs for modulating all the different grain elements, just nuts. A lot of control you have over the sound. I love that you can pitch it and it tells you exactly what key you're in, note you're on. Very handy for live manipulation of a sample as you play it. Check out what are the other modes for this. I'm gonna tape one's cool on some stuff. Live scratching. Alright, so, and then let's just, for the hell of it, let's hear the phase vocoder. Really like the view on this one. And how it gives you the whole spectrum there. Pretty wild stuff. All right, check out some more sounds here. So some of them, like this one's all chopped up. This is where I got to be careful because when I was messing with this earlier, it would clip on certain sounds. So I don't want to blow you guys up on your ears. Can do some wild stuff with drums. So you can sequence this stuff too, so you can like turn the sequencer on. Pretty cool. So let's hear a couple more sounds. What are we in? Bank 3, preset 2. Bank A, sub-bank 3, preset 2. So this is the spectral vocoder. Pretty wild stuff. Pretty wild stuff. All right, what do we got here? Nocturnal Wanderer. Ooh, that was really loud. Okay. Oh, I got it too low. So the settings on certain samples and depending on the preset, is very important. I'm not getting any sound out of this one. Let's check the next one. There we go. Uh-oh. Alright, this happened once before. And it was on this exact same sub-bank where it like reset. So, some weird little glitch I'm going to report. And I noticed it was exactly on this exact sub-bank when I was switching between these earlier that did it. So it just immediately resets, but I have to go back to the menu, come down here to System. And I just have to do this because the MPE, hit Enter, come down, go to MIDI, hit Enter. And then, oh no, MPE stayed on this time. Last time MPE shut off. That's kind of weird. So I didn't need to do anything. It just reset, which is weird. So we'll come back to turn the menu off. Weird. So it didn't even do anything. It just reset and left me on the exact same spot. But oh no, we were in A. We were in A. Sub-bank 2. Huh. Yeah, weird. Just a weird little glitch. They're still updating the firmware I mean, I think they had like 3 updates this month. So it's a new product for them. I joined their Facebook little group for that is run by Tasty Chips, and they're really active on there, hearing everybody's feature requests and bug reports and stuff, and like on it really quick. So that was nice to see. That's kind of a nice one. Kind of like that one. All right, let's just jump around to some presets here. Another chopped up one. This might have been actually where we were, huh? Yeah, I think this is where we were when it glitched out. Hey, what's up, Conductive? It is a perfect fit, huh? I swear it's like a little dream sampler set up here with MPE and everything. Granular. Like 5 years ago, this was like literally was my dream. Now it's a reality. That's a crazy one. What do we got here? This is a percussive one. Finger drummers could do some really cool stuff with the granular. Pretty cool. Go to this one. This is a phase vocoder patch or sample, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Pretty wild. This is a flute. like that. Kind of like that. Hans does some crazy stuff with the first tasty chips. I'm pumped to see what this updated one does. Yeah, man. I've been hyped on it ever since I saw this at the first like Super Booth videos a year ago. Metal FM. Metal. Yeah, you gotta pre-order it. I heard that they're catching up and that they might just be available here soon. Get into that crazy granular territory. Some really weird stuff. I like sounds like this. Like that one. What else we got here? Lots of percussion stuff. Pretty interesting. Let's see what else we got. Tons of presets come loaded in this thing. Change up my scale on the Linnstrument real quick. Let's see. Scale select. Let's go to E. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's go over to bank B, see what we got. Easily get lost in this thing for a long time, especially with being able to tweak all the I really like that. That's a pretty nice one. So we got Time Vortex. Careful on the volume there. Some of these are just so huge. What a sound though, huh? You can make like a whole ambient album on one sample on this thing. Mangoose or Mangle. You getting it, Samurai? Do it, man. Dude, it's freaking crazy. Unlike anything that I have, or I think that you have sound-wise. The only way you can get close to this thing is getting a VST, and I know you ain't doing that. I mean, the Iridium and the Quantum does granular. I did pick up a used MK1 Quantum that's going to be here next week, and I'm going to do a comparison because I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, you can do a lot of that on the Iridium, and then other people saying, oh, the Iridium, it can't do that. So I'm curious to see. Of course, I didn't get it for just that. It does FM and a bunch of other stuff, obviously, but be interesting to see a comparison of the granular engines. But this thing, dude, this thing is dope. I mean, I got up first thing this morning. I was on it for like 2.5 hours, and got the kids some breakfast and checked out your live stream, and I've been right back at it, dude, since. I cannot stop. It's magic. Playing it more than the Muse. The little nuances in the sound. Granular is just so cool. Listen to that. Wild. Really cool. Check out some more sounds. You make some wild beats on this thing. It's on your radar, George? Yeah, man. This would look good next to the Hydra Synth. That's a good call. I got the Hydra desktop. This would be like a nice fit next to it. Sound Scores Dream Machine. It really is, dude. It really is, huh? You could literally score an entire movie with this thing. It's wild. I can't wait. I dropped a bunch. They give you this nice little thumb drive. They tell you not to use a cheap thumb drive to update your firmware to load samples on. You can sample right into it, or you can just drop them right onto a little thumb drive, USB, pop it in there. So I did load them up, but I haven't put my own samples because I'm still learning it. I was like, I'll just keep messing around with the presets for a little while, and then, you know, maybe, and then load my own stuff up later. What do we got here? Thing is wild, wild. We got here. Comes loaded with a ton of stuff on it too. I mean, I haven't gotten to the end yet. It's so easy to get lost just on one sound. Wild, wild. Yeah, I'm fucking in love with this thing, you guys. This is literally like my dream sampler right here. Should sample Machines one whole. No kidding, right? Is search him. You get like insane samples out of that search. When he was doing that the other day, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking Octatrack, but this thing, put him in here. I think a pairing of this with the Octatrack, because the Octatrack does such cool things and bouncing stuff in between them, because there's certain things that the Octatrack does that no other sampler does. And they both have the crossfaders, I just realized. Only two pieces of gear I have that have these crossfaders. That's funny. Which I think more gear should have. But yeah, that'd be a cool little combo drop. I should sample his thing for sure. Does Machines record his jams? Could have him send me some stems or something. All right, let's move on to some sounds. We'll kind of blaze through some of these. Change my scale up. Let's go A. It's got a good amount of effects. They're adding more, they said, but it's got, I think it's 2 effects per layer, and it's got compressor, delay. Let's see, we'll go through the effects: delay, reducer, compressor, large reverb, small reverb. Yeah, let me see if I can get into the menu and find. Oh, there we go, effects. Let's take a look in there, because I haven't even looked in that, Samurai. Let's see what's up. Oh, you got to go shift main. There we go. Come over to effects. Let's see what we got in there. Okay. Reducer, delay, large reverb, compressor. So there's 4 effects you can get on there. I thought there was more on there. On the when I looked at it yesterday, maybe it's that this is per patch or whatnot that they got. Let's see if I can figure it out. Still learning it, man. The menu, it's deep. And when you get into these parts, it gets really deep. So I'm still learning this. I read through the manual, but it was like 115 pages, so I didn't retain everything. And I kind of was just trying to get to the point where I could play it and do stuff. It does have effects, and they said they're adding more. I thought I saw a flanger on there, too. But it's got reverbs and delays, and they sound really good. Compressor sounds good. But they have definitely said that they plan on adding more effects as time goes on with firmware updates. So let's see. But you got this little dry and wet here, and then effects 1 and effects 2. Let's see. Put the delay fully wet. Sounds good, man. But you're gonna have that lost and found. Anything you plug into that's gonna be. I can't believe I pulled the trigger on that, bro. I just lost my mind there for a minute. The gas is real. But I know I won't regret it. Let's do a few more sounds. Yeah, that pedal. It's oh, this one's cool. Listen to this one. Nice. Hell yeah, Samurai. Appreciate you guys all stopping by, hanging out, showing some love. I was excited on this. I was like, oh, I had the key step on it at first. And then I was like, oh, shit, this thing does MPE. So I had to bust out the Linnstrument because you can get so much more expressive. Let's listen to some more sounds here. What do we got? Infinite Window. Cool, but I don't know. Not my favorite. Let's see. Linnstrument is perfect for this. It really is. Linnstrument is just, I don't know. I think it's, a lot of people just are like, seem to kind of shrug it off. I don't know a lot of people who have them. And I think they're just missing out. For keyboard players, like traditional keyboard players, I kind of get it. It's a different thing. If you come from any kind of background of playing like bass guitar especially, because it's just the four, it's lined up like the four strings of a bass or the bottom four of a guitar. If you play guitar, it's real easy to pick up on. But I don't know. I think a lot of people sleep on it. I think it's an amazing interface for control, and it takes practice. Like a real, it feels like you're playing a real instrument, you know. Depending on the sounds. No D-beam. Yeah, I know. And Max, what's up? Yeah, no D-beam. It's I almost shipped it back for that. You need the D-beam to. Switch it to this other view on this one. Dude, that was the Omen right there. Damien! Check his forehead, or check his head for the devil's sign on there. This one's kind of wild too. When you're in the spectral vocoder, This smear stuff is really cool on some of the things. Like the granular stuff's super cool, but the spectral vocoder is pretty damn awesome too. Epic. Maybe on the firmware update. Yeah. We need a D-beam. I'm gonna go in and put that as a feature request. It's pretty cool, but it'd be a hell of a lot cooler. A lot cooler if you did. D-beam. I like that. Let's move on to some sounds here. What do we got? Is this a chopped up one? So when they're chopped up on Linnstrument, just puts them on one row. Some of these were the ones that were popping hard in my speakers, like sketching me out. Obviously just a piano sample. Cool. More chopped up ones. You got to be real careful on these. See, you hear those popping? Hopefully that didn't clip on you guys. There's something about these chopped up ones that will clip real easy. Might be something I'm doing on my part. All right, let's go to B sub bank 3. See what we got here. I'm gonna switch up. What do we got? No, hang on once. Where did I set? Oh well. Let's see. Let's go to G. Why not? Okay. That was cool. Let's see. What I did was I raised the rate and I'm lowering the grain size. Really interesting sounds. Very, very cool stuff. This thing is super badass. 20 voices of polyphony. I think 20 or 24, I forget. Alright, I don't think I'll make it through all of this today, but just giving you guys a little taste. It's pretty amazing with the MPE. Turn the LFO rate up. Mess with the phase. Very cool stuff. This thing is super deep. I haven't even got into the sequencer yet, which seems pretty amazing. It looks like it's got a lot of electron features, like with probability and stuff. I'll see how deep that goes coming from the electron world. I doubt it'll quite be that advanced, but it definitely looks like it's got some really cool features in that respect. Let's do a few more sounds before I call it. I really appreciate everybody that dropped by, hanging out. Pretty stoked on this setup. I think this is an incredible combination, the Linnstrument, with this granular synthesis, samples, all with MPE. It's just what a time to be alive, right? Apocalyptic wind chime, yes. Definitely. put everything just back up to midpoint. Let's see, what do we got? Ton of bend in that one. Ooh. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you can do a lot of this in Pigments and probably definitely other software, but having all of this for me in a hardware form, being able to play like this, makes it worth it. I do notice some of the sounds you can get similar, like this one. There's a very similar sound of Pigments. So what I'm saying by that with the Pigments, I think this thing has things that Pigments can't do in the fact that it's a sampler, it's got different engines and different things. I'm just saying that some of the granular stuff obviously can be done on software. I think everybody understands that. But the fact I can't think of anything. Now, I haven't tried the Iridium and Quantum yet. I will be trying the Quantum soon, and we'll experiment with the granular on that. But this thing's pretty amazing and unique for anything I've used before. The fact that you can use MPE on it and everything about it, I'm pretty happy about. I can't wait to test the sampling into it. It's got the stereo ins, stereo outs, which is cool. There's talk. It also has Ethernet, so you can go Ethernet into the computer. You don't have to use the thumb drive. You can do your updates and stuff through that. And they're talking about, I saw in the forum, Tasty Chips discussing with another guy about doing audio through there. So you'd be able to, send your tracks and everything through that, which could be a cool option. But the fact that they're like really open to just expanding the firmware, and feature requests and constantly on top of bug fixes, I'm pretty impressed with Tasty Chips as a company so far. I'm definitely going to be making some crazy beats on this thing. This is my new drum machine. Sampling drum loops from, say, the Percons or Syntact and different things into it, and then chopping them up into this and doing granular stuff to it. It's just, yeah. Dreams do come true, guys. I like that one. So sick. It is a great time to be alive for sure. Yep, man, it is. And it's just getting better, at least as far as technology goes, right? I mean, the tools that we have available to play with for music now. Pretty insane. There's a lot of things I think you can do on here that like would take like doing a lot in the DAW and with software for transitions and things that you could really like do some really cool stuff that would take a lot more to do with software. But the sound to me is really incredible. Thing just sounds so good. Amazing sounds. Ooh, that one's cool. I look forward to dropping my own samples in here and making some stuff. That one's cool. Chopping beats. All right. Well, I think you guys get the gist at least how it sounds and everything. Not sure if anyone's still here. It's been, I don't know how long it's been. Been a long time. This might have been my longest stream. But, whoops. Yeah. Appreciate you guys all coming by. I'll definitely be doing some more things with the GR Mega. It's my new favorite instrument at the moment. And I have some plans on some cool ways to use it and things to do. So, yeah, man. Thank you guys. I'll probably pop on. Maybe I'll come on again tonight. I don't know. I'm pretty into this thing. I think I'm going to take the kids to see Fantastic Four and try and get outside for a bit. Get out of the studio. But, yeah, thank you guys. Hope everybody has an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.